breaking news. We got a huge availability update from Matt Rhule earlier today regarding a player who may or may not suit up versus Illinois. So in today's video, I'm going to break it all down for you and tell you everything you need to know and more. So really quick, we have a lot to talk about today. Make sure to hit that like button. If you're fired up about watching this matchup on Friday, I know I am. And hey, if you're new to the channel or just a returning viewer, make sure to subscribe. I post daily Nebraska football content. Nobody else on Husker YouTube does that. So make sure to hit that subscribe button. You will not regret it. But without further ado, let's get into the news. Matt Rhule announced today that Micah Mazzccua will play versus Illinois. Now, that's coming off an announcement Monday that he would not be suited up for the second week in a row. Matt Rhule reversed his comments and said Micah will be in the mix. Now, it's important to note that Micah will not be starting. Henry Lutovsky will get that nod at right guard for now, but Micah Mazzccua will be in the mix if needed, and then he'll take his role back for the Purdue game. So this is a very important development for Nebraska. I talked about in my last video on Monday that I wasn't too thrilled with Micah Mazzccua being out. Number one, he is arguably Nebraska's best offensive lineman, and the offensive line in general tanked without him versus Northern Iowa. And my main point was in that video, yes, I understand culture is very important, and you've got to squash these altercations off the field and discipline players when needed. But at the same time, winning is important too. And winning sets the bar for a good culture, right? That's the most important culture, a winning culture. Okay, let's go to Nebraska football in the 90s. We weren't perfect as a team. There were a lot of things happening off the field, a lot worse than what Micah Mazzccua did. Those guys were playing every week for the most part. Okay, I'm just saying. So Micah Mazzccua, I understand he had an altercation with a member of the coaching staff at the end of the Colorado game. It's not great. You don't want to see that from one of your players. And I applaud Matt Rhule for taking action. I applaud him for saying, hey, okay, we're not going to play you versus Northern Iowa. And I also applaud him for letting Micah Mazzccua work his spot or work to get his spot back going into the Illinois game. I thought that honestly maybe that decision was made too early on Monday that he wouldn't be able to play. Matt Rhule seemed to agree, and here we are. Micah will be suited up, and it looks like that is a positive development. So again, the culture for Nebraska is very good. Very, very good. Matt Rhule's holding guys accountable, but at the same time, he's giving them second chances. I think that is great. That's always been him. That was him at Baylor. That was his culture at Temple, right? Again, very strict, but he's going to give you a second chance because he loves you and he loves you more than what you are as a player, but he loves you off the field as well. So Micah Mazzccua will be back, and he will not start versus Illinois. But let's say Henry Lutovsky's playing at right guard and struggles. Micah will be in that ball game. That's the entire reason they're having him suited up. And the last thing I want to mention, Matt Rhule understands how important this ball game is, and he understands how talented Micah is. If Micah Mazzccua was some backup, left tackle for Nebraska, yeah, you'd be okay with suspending him another ball game. But at the same time, Matt Rhule says, hey, Micah's a heck of a talent, and when you're very good, when you're a good player, you can get away with a little bit. Okay, you can get away with a little bit. I'm just saying. So I understand that aspect from it too. Matt Rhule understands how big of a game this is. Micah Mazzccua will be back. I think this is good. I think Micah's learned his lesson. Hopefully, we'll see what happens. And hopefully, we get this victory versus Illinois. So, all right, guys, wanted to inform you about that situation. Micah will be suited up. Hopefully, this isn't a talking point throughout the season and this gets squashed. All right, guys, let me know down below. What are you thinking about Micah Mazzccua playing versus the Illini? And hey, if you made this far in the video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. And as always, folks, go Big Red, go Matt Rhule, and see you in the next one.